Well, WBOC is working to bring you new and exciting shots of the pony swim this year, taking a live look over Chincoteague from our Skycam 16. This is the first time we are ever seeing the ponies from our drone. Don't go anywhere. We've got more coverage of the 2017 Chincoteague Pony Swim still ahead. It's 6:23 on WBOC News This Morning. 6:43 on WBOC News This Morning. Excitement in the air in Accomack County. The 92nd annual Chincoteague Pony Swim getting underway this morning.
We are getting closer to when the ponies are expected to begin their swim across the channel from Assateague to Chincoteague. We are joined now by WBOC's Bill Mitch with our Skycam 16. Bill, a big moment to capture this event this way.
Absolutely. Jimmy and Kim, good morning. So we're doing something brand new we've never done before. This is our first ever live shot with a drone. Not only do we have live pictures, but we have live audio as well through the magic of technology. So what I'm going to do, you can see me standing here on the dock, but I can talk to you and fly away at the same time to give you a cool shot of what we're looking at. Now, as I fly away, just so you understand a little bit, I am not allowed to fly over big crowds of people. That's one of the FAA regulations that we had to adhere to while we were learning our FAA regulations and all that stuff. But right here, we have a big marshy area that's pretty empty, but you can see the channel the ponies will be swimming across. You can see all the people that have lined up along the water and all the boats that are in place waiting for that perfect shot. So obviously, as Todd said a little bit earlier, we're waiting for probably around 7 o'clock, and this is going to give us a pretty good vantage point. Even if we're over here, it's going to be a pretty incredible shot. You can see the sun in the background and get the ponies swimming across. It's going to be tough to get a better shot unless you're on a boat next to these ponies. Tough to get a better shot from Skycam 16. So again, there's our shot. There's my vantage point, and if I spin it back around, there I am, standing right here on the dock, giving you guys a wave. So, first ever time live from Skycam 16 here in Chincoteague. I'm Bill Mitch with WBOC News. We'll send it back to you guys.
That is pretty cool.
It is.
Chopper 16 there, Skycam 16 there.
The moment when the ponies make their way across the channel from Assateague to Chincoteague is about to happen. Let's go live out to WBOC's Todd KARLI. Todd, what are you hearing?
Well, Kim, it has begun. You said it. The moment we've been waiting for is upon us. I'm going to step right out of the way and see if Kevin can get a shot of the ponies. We can clearly see them now across the way. What happened here in the last couple of minutes is the Coast Guard gave the word that the tide was just right, what they call slack tide. It's the safest time for the ponies to cross. There was a boat out in the channel, and they set off a flare. And that was the 5-minute warning. What that flare was, it was telling the saltwater cowboys, you can go ahead and walk those ponies across the field. It has begun, and as the person running this thing said, they're marching at a pretty good clip, so it won't be too long now as you see them walking across there. The goal here, it is ceremonial, of course, and but there is a practical reason as well, trying to raise money for the Chincoteague Fire Department through the auction, which is tomorrow. And the point of the auction as well is to keep the herd at about 150 ponies throughout the year. They, I think about 75 are born every spring, so the herd would grow rather quickly, and to keep it manageable, they like to keep it at 150. We do have Chopper 16 flying high above to give you a great view of the ponies as they come across the water.
So Todd,
and you're seeing a shot from Chopper 16 right now. Yeah, Jimmy.
We're trying to pick out that first foal that's going to be coming out of the water to be named King or Queen Neptune. You said they're giving that away by a raffle later on today.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll give it, what day they give it away or when that'll be, but they were selling raffle tickets. Yeah, and the first one to come ashore will be, that can be gathered up by a saltwater cowboy, will be given away to a lucky person. So a lot of excitement there as well. There are hundreds of people, probably 10, 12 deep here, right along this fence line, and that's where the ponies are going to come ashore. I imagine we have a good chopper shot of the ponies about to get into the water. From our view here, we can't see them getting in, but we'll sure see them coming out as they cross the channel here.
Todd, we see the ponies in the water. We see the saltwater cowboys right next to them as well. Todd, thank you so much. We are actually going to give Folks, and another look. Actually, we're looking at Chopper 16 right now. Nicole Lauren is up there in Chopper 16. Nicole, what have you experienced?
Jimmy and Kim, now I'm not trying to brag here, but I think I got the best seat in the house. My photographer, Mark, is going to give us a look. Look at these ponies. They're just adorable. I've never seen anything like this before. I've been watching this for the past few minutes now, and they're herd. Now, something that you guys might not know, while they're traveling in a big herd right now, they normally actually travel in bands. Now, a band is a herd of ponies with one.
Well,
Now,
having a little trouble with that signal there. You got to understand how far out there, and it's live TV.
Yes, exactly. But it was so great to see those images, to see the ponies actually in the water.
They're getting there. Our coverage will continue here in just a moment. It is 6:59 on WBOC News this morning. 7:01 on WBOC News this morning. As you can see, the ponies are in the water for the 92nd annual Chincoteague Pony Swim.
An exciting morning. If you have been waiting for this, as we have, it is here. The ponies are in the water. And of course, they waited for this moment called low slack tide, when there's no current and it's safest for the ponies to make it from Assateague to Chincoteague. Look at them go.
You can hear the crowd reacting. As Todd was mentioning earlier, he's there on the dock. As Todd was mentioning earlier, people from all over the country, all over the world for that matter, coming to see this incredible thing. It's been going on actually for hundreds of years, but it's actually only been made official 92 years ago.
Only 92 years
Only
ago.
92 years ago.
Not all of the ponies on the island actually partake in this or participate in this. Some of the ponies, the smaller ones, the expecting mothers, they are actually carried across the bridge that they have there to make sure they get there safely. Oh, look at this shot.
There's a live shot from our boat that is there right next to the ponies as they swim across the channel. That's an incredible shot right there. We've never done that one before. You're seeing a lot of firsts today. And taking a shot there from our Skycam 16, you can see them. There they are coming ashore.
Almost there. Almost there. Look at them. Once they actually make it across, they'll have about 45 minutes to rest, and then they will parade it along Main Street there. People, again, like we've said all morning, coming from across the country, not just Delmarva or the East Coast, really across the world. We had someone from Canada there witnessing this.
For something that started out simply as the local landowners trying to thin out the herds on the islands to what it's developed into now. One year, the Chincoteague City Council realized they didn't have enough equipment to fight a major fire that they had. So they hooked up with this to raise funds for the volunteer fire department. Chincoteague Volunteer Fire Department has since managed the event. It looks like almost all the ponies are on shore now.
Look at them. And again, this only took about, what, 5 to 10 minutes?
Didn't take long at all.
But something that those there will remember forever.
Safe to say the crowds are going wild.
Yes, we heard them a little bit ago.
That is beautiful. So Bill Mitch is providing our Skycam 16 shot right there. Bill, what are you seeing from where you are?
Well, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm a little bit further back on the dock than everybody else because that's how far our cord can reach to be able to plug in our live capabilities. But I really think, I know Nicole was saying that she had the best view in the house. You know, looking down at my monitor while those guys were making their swim, I think this was a pretty good view as well.
Let's check in with Todd KARLI. Todd, what's going on, buddy?
Hey guys, as you so eloquently narrated, the ponies have come across the channel. It didn't even take 5 minutes, actually. I think they got it in just under 5. You saw some cantankerous ones there, and look at the little guys as well. A couple of them there right in the middle of that water. I don't know which one they have grabbed to become Neptune. We'll determine that at some other time, but you can see, as you two mentioned, they're starting to eat here because that is a strenuous swim for these ponies, even though it is just about 5 minutes.
So there you are, the ponies resting and recovering after the 92nd annual swim across the channel for the 2017 Chincoteague Pony Swim. Todd KARLI there on the dock. Bill Mitch bringing the Skycam 16, Lauren Nicole and Chopper 16, and our very own Lauren HITCH in the boat, in the water.
There we go.
With the ponies.
So we have about 40 minutes until the parade begins, and then we will have the raffle this afternoon. Tomorrow morning we will have the auction, and then Friday, I believe it is, the adult ponies will return back across
Make
that
the swim
channel.
back across.
And it looks like about 1,000, I've heard, about 1,000 of these ponies actually live outside of the island. They're purchased in this auction that we will have tomorrow. And those ponies that are domesticated, if you will, they are actually larger than the wild ponies. So the wild pony is about 13.2 hands. The average domesticated pony is about 14.2 hands.
So there you go. Thanks for joining us for the Pony Swim on WBOC News this morning.
Have a great day.